Good morning all of you. Myself Prabhakar from Electrical Department. So today our topic is CR, Cathode Ray Oscilloscope. Okay, very single electronics equipment we using in our daily lives. That equipments may be your mobile phones, that equipments may be your laptop, gadgets, television, all the things. In that, suppose this is your mobile phone circuit and there are so many components in it. And in that particular component, in each circuit, they are connected to each other. They are connected to each other. That's why, in this case, the voltage, power, and current. So these are the three parameters we require in case of a circuit when we go for the operational case. In the an instrument which is capable to measure the voltage, which is capable to measure the current, the device which measure voltage, current, that is called your CRO and cathode ray oscilloscope. In that particular topic, we should discuss about the cathode ray oscilloscope and the details, how it is working. But in case of a CRO, what happened? Already in that particular slide mentioning that the CRO stands for cathode ray oscilloscope. It means in modern electronics, we using this device for the measurement of voltage, current. Basically, the CRO is divided into four sections. One is your display section, one is your virtual controller section, one is your horizontal controller section, and that is your triggering circuit. Okay. So used for the input of any instrument, we can analyze the waveform by plotting amplitude along with the x-axis and y-axis. That means whenever we analyze, suppose this is the screen of the CRO and this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. In that when we analyze the signal, that means from peak to peak, this device will be measured from voltage, from current. The cathode ray oscilloscope is a electronics instrument. We are using so many electronics instruments in our day-to-day lives. Okay, behave of that, the cathode ray oscilloscope is one of the most electronic important instrument which are using in our laboratory, that means in our college laboratory, in our research application pursuits, and many more industrial applications. So, in the early days, what happened? It is called as an oscillograph. Okay, we using cathode ray, that's why it is called cathode ray oscilloscope. This is your cathode ray oscilloscope. In the case of the cathode ray oscilloscope, this is subdivided into two types. One is your analog cathode ray oscilloscope and another is your digital oscilloscope. So, according to our uses, we can using analog and digital cathode ray oscilloscope as per our the requirement. So, in case of the cathode ray oscilloscope, there are so many contents and so many stages is there. First, we discuss about what is the parameter present in case of the cathode ray oscilloscope and what is the block diagram of the cathode ray oscilloscope. So, the block diagram of CRO, it containing so many parameters like your vertical amplifier, like your delay line, like your trigger circuit, like your time-based generator, horizontal amplifier, vertical deflection. There are so many parameters are present in case of your block diagram of CRO. Heart of CRO, that is the CRT, cathode ray tube. So, the heart of CRO is your cathode ray tube. This is the main component CRT, that is called cathode ray tube. This is your cathode ray tube. So, in CRO block diagram, we will discuss gradually what is the working operation of the vertical amplifier, what is the delay line, what is the trigger circuit, what is the operation of time-based generator, and what is the operation of the horizontal amplifier, how this horizontal amplifier providing the signal to the plate of CRT. We will discuss about what is electron gun and how the electron gun is providing the electron towards the screen and how the illumination spot is created and how the electron beam is reflected towards phosphorus screen, and all the details we will discuss gradually one by one. First we go for the input part. In case of your CRO block diagram, the input signal is providing to your vertical amplifier. Suppose this is your input signal and that input signal is implementing to our vertical amplifier. So exactly what output we will getting? In that particular case of the vertical amplifier, the output is look like this. Because it is an amplifier, it can amplify the weaker signal into the high level signal. That means it can amplify the signal, weak signal to high signal or strength of the signal. Okay. So in that particular case, what happens? The input signal is provided to the vertical amplifier. The vertical amplifier is amplify that signal, and the output of the vertical amplifier will be goes to your delay line. This is your second part or second parameter, that is your delay line. In the case of the delay line, what happens? One part of the vertical amplifier is providing to your trigger circuit, time-based generator, horizontal amplifier, and another part of the vertical amplifier circuit is provided to delay line. So, what is the main importance of delay line? Why you using delay line in that particular case? The main important part of the delay line is that when we providing a signal to the vertical deflection plate at that particular time, the signal is coming from your vertical amplifier and goes to the delay line, and then it goes to the vertical deflection plate. But when the signal goes to the horizontal deflection plate through the trigger circuit, through the time-based generator, through the horizontal amplifier, the signal goes through so many parameters. Due to it goes to the so many parameters, like this is your parameter 1, this is your parameter 2, this is your parameter 3. The signal goes to the so many parameters, so many stages. Due to this reason, a delay will be occur. That delay will be minimized and controlled by the delay line, and finally the signal is provided to the horizontal deflection plate. Trigger circuit is nothing but a circuit which can producing a trigger pulse. The trigger pulse is providing to your time-based generator produce a sawtooth signal. This is your sawtooth signal. Okay, the signal is look like this. The exact figure is I am drawing now. The exact figure is look like this. This is your sawtooth signal. The time output of the time-based generator is fed to your horizontal amplifier section. So, in case of the horizontal amplifier section, the final output is providing to do your horizontal deflection plate. CRT, okay, it is the main important part of the CRO, already I am saying. So, before discussing of the CRO, first we know about what is LV supply and what is HV supply. So, in case of your HV and LV supply, the CRT and the LV supply is providing all the circuit parameters. That means we providing LV supply to your vertical amplifier, to your trigger circuit, to your time-based generator, to your horizontal amplifier. But in case of your HV supply, we providing that HV supply only to the CRT. Electron gun is present. That electron gun providing electrons by the heat of cathode. Okay, so by the heat of cathode, the electron gun is providing electron beam towards the phosphorus screen. This is your phosphorus screen towards the phosphorus screen. Okay, when the electron beam is traveling from electron gun to phosphorus screen, it can travel through vertical deflection plate as well as your horizontal deflection plate. So, according to our adjustment of the vertical and horizontal deflection plate from the electron gun and reach at the phosphorus screen, that image is displayed by the screen. This is all about your CRO and CRT, and the application of CRO and CRT will have laboratory case, that is your industrial applications, and so many research sector we can using this CRO. Okay. So thank you all of you for attending my class.